Hey everyone, it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited to bring you a video for Brutus Monroe, and I'm going to be using a beautiful stencil that was sent to me, and I will make sure to leave it linked down below and leave the store link down below as well. And how I did this was I started out with the stencil in some white 6x6 cardstock. I pulled out some ink from my stash and just did a bunch of different colors. I knew that I was going to cut these out on my silhouette in some different sized hearts, and then layer them together and then add some stitching. So I'm just going to quickly show you how I did this. It was very, very quick, very, very easy. Just added some ink to the stencil. I started with this paint color here, and I did a little bit darker in the center and then lighter around the outside, just to give some different color in the hearts once they were cut out. So here I'm going in with a different pink color. And then I just took the 6x6 blocks of paper that I had put the stencil on, and then applied them to my silhouette mat, and then went in and just cut them a bunch of different hearts. Once all the hearts were cut, I layered them up and then went and stitched through the center. And you'll see that in just a minute. I'll show you all of the little hearts that I got done. I'm just gonna quickly do this other stencil here in this aqua color, and then I will show you the finished product. These stencils are really, really nice quality and really easy to work with. They wiped up really nice, and I really, really love the end result here with the ink. So here are all my little hearts that I did. I did all these different colors, and like I said, I layered them up and then ran them through my sewing machine, and there's lots of dimension and fun there. I left a lot of the string still hanging out as well because I love the texture that adds to the layout. So I'm going to go through, and then I'm going to add some color to my background with just some inks from my stash. All I do is apply some ink to an acrylic block, add a little bit of water with my spray bottle, and then just let it fall onto the paper. Use some packaging and kind of smush it down into the paper, and then blot it up with a paper towel. And I'm going to do that with all of the colors here that I used with the stencil and the hearts, and then just go all the way up the page. I did use a sketch for inspiration. This layout is really, really simple. Really, it's a lot of the work was the stencil work with the Brutus Monroe stencil, and then cutting them out with the silhouette and then adding the stitching to them. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of embellishing going on in this layout, just a bunch of color. I really wanted these hearts to kind of be, you know, the focus of the layout and the stencil work on the hearts. So I kept it pretty simple with the embellishing. But I did find this sketch that I really, really liked, and it had, I believe it was stars that went up the side and kind of curved around. If I can find it, I will leave it linked down below so you guys can check it out. I think I did share it in my Facebook group as well. I'll leave that link down below, so it might be in there. So I'm just going through and adding these different inks here from my stash. These are Catherine Pooler inks. Just adding them to the acrylic block, and then smushing them down into the paper. Sometimes I use the paintbrush to kind of flick it on, but most of the time I just let it fall off the acrylic block and then take the packaging and smush it into the paper. It dries really, really fast as well. I didn't use any gesso or anything to my paper because I don't add a whole lot of water and a whole lot of color, so the paper doesn't warp. So I didn't use any gesso. So I'm going to go in with this purple color, add some water, let it drip, and then again smush it down into the paper. I will go back once this is all done here. I do go back and add some sprinkles with each of the colors as well. I'll start with the purple, and then I'll go back through the bottom and go up pink, orange, yellow, and then the green, and add just some splatters around too. So this is my first project for Brutus Monroe, and I used the stencil this time. I'm excited to share with you guys my next layout because it uses that gorgeous die cut the laser cut mandala, and it's gorgeous. I painted it white and it's so pretty. So that will be coming to you guys the end of next week. So here I am. I'm just going to go through and add all the sprinkles with the paintbrush. And if you missed my Brutus Monroe product share, I will leave it linked down below so you can check that out as well. They were so kind and sent me a package full of amazing goodies, and I've been having so much fun playing with them, and they're just so fun. I will leave that video link down below. I will also leave the store shop link down below as well. They carry a ton of different products. They have some different inks and like pigment, I think they're called aqua pigments. They're kind of like, you can use them kind of like watercolors. They have different embossing powders. They also have like subscription boxes, different subscription boxes that you can go through. I think there's a stamp subscription, a monthly subscription, an embossing powder subscription, and then like a subscription box as well. So you guys, if you're interested in those kind of things, you can check that out down below. They have stamps, they have dies, they have cardstock, they have stencils, they have laser cut pieces. They just have a ton of products. They also have a rewards program. So if you sign up for the rewards program, you get rewards, you get points for shopping, you get points for sharing, you get points for joining their or checking out their Facebook, leaving reviews, all kinds of stuff. So I'll leave that membership rewards program link down below as well, so you guys can check that out. So I have all my sprinkles done. My paper is pretty dry. I'm going to start to lay out these hearts where I want them to go on my page. I did pull out this black and white photo of my husband and I at a White Sox game, and I planned on using this photo, and then I realized that I had just scrapped it on a different layout. So I end up pulling it off and replacing it with another photo, which works out perfectly fine. Usually when I adhere things down, I use my adhesive that I use is not like permanent, so I know I tend to pull things up and switch it around and move it. So I kind of take the adhesive and like pat it on my hand or my skin or my shirt to kind of remove some of the sticky, just in case I want to change it. And this worked out well because I did do that with this photo, and I was able to pull it up and replace it with another one. So I'm just going to add some foam tape behind the photo to pop it up on the cardstock. And there I am. I'm removing some of the sticky because I know I change my mind so many times when I'm doing a project. I don't like it to be permanently stuck down yet until it's like completely done and I'm 100% happy. Then I will make sure that it's completely stuck down, but I always remove some of the sticky just in case I want to move it. So I'm going to go through and add these hearts, and I do cut some of the strings because some of them are really long, but I do leave a lot of it, and I really like the look of all the string all over the paper. So I'm going to lay these out and get them positioned how I want, and then I'm going to go through and use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive and glue these all down. I did think about using some foam adhesive on the backs of these, but they're already so dimensional because there's 3 layers of hearts that I thought just sticking them down straight to the layout would be best. I really love how they came out. I love the way that the stencil looks on these hearts. It's so fun. So I'm just going to continue adding them on. I'm going to place my photo here. And then I will go through and get the rest of these hearts down and then add the wet glue to the backs of them and get them stuck down to my layout. I love all the color and all the watercolor look. That I love that it matches the hearts from the stencils, from the stenciled hearts, sorry. So that's pretty much how my layout's going to go. I'm going to get my adhesive and then stick everything down. I have everything stuck down, and I'm going to pull up this photo and replace it with another one that I had just recently had printed. This is actually just a recent photo of me and my two girlfriends, and we were out, went to dinner with one of my friends. She took me out for dinner for my birthday, and we had some Mexican food and some margaritas, and then we met up with my other friend. There was a festival, carnival thing going on downtown, so we went and met up with her there, and her husband snapped this photo of us. So I want to go ahead and get this done, or get this put down on a layout. I printed it in black and white. I added this sticker here from Vicky Boot, and it says the good stuff, and that pretty much finishes up the layout. Added some stickers and then some enamel dots around the hearts, and here are the still shots. I hope you guys enjoy. Look at all that fun texture on those hearts. Love the stencil so much. I will leave everything linked down below for you guys, and I hope you really enjoy this process, and check out Brutus Monroe. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.